Yikes. Big bail there. Alright, I gotta go back a few seconds and see that again. Oh, yep, on live television too. Yeah, for the whole entire world to see. That's great. It did stand up and bow to the crowd, which was quite entertaining, to be, honest. How did this happen, you say? Well, let me tell you. So, before I go into details, check out this video. It explains everything leading up to today. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Just as a quick recap, Ablesse wasn't feeling her utmost best a few months leading up to the show. She was already suffering from something that was affecting her. We didn't quite know what it was. I will post another video to explain exactly what we had discovered after this horrific Stain City live television show. But essentially, we had given her a bit of rehabilitation months before the show. She had a lot of time to rest and recuperate and chill in the paddocks for a few months. I also gave her a lot of spa treatments almost daily to help her muscles relax, because I thought maybe she was lame because of a muscular issue. What I have learned over the years of owning horses is if a horse turns up lame when you test on hard concrete ground, it often relates to a bone skeletal injury like arthritis or ring bone, kissing spine, etc. But if the horse does turn up lame on soft ground like the arena and not necessarily on hard concrete ground, it's actually related to soft tissues such as tendons, ligaments, muscles. And strangely, Ablesse was coming up with neither, which is why it was so confusing. So we thought nothing of it and she'd be fine leading up to the Stain City show. We did do a lot of lessons as well as show jumping lessons, dressage lessons, but the other problem that led up to Stain City also was my confidence in my ability as a show jumper also took a huge knock. My confidence in my coach also had taken a huge knock. I had lost trust in my current show jumping coach to the point where I was actually considering leaving Manor d'Or, even though we were enjoying our time. Not nearly as much enjoyment as we had at Inanda Country Base. So Stain City effectively was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. I have to admit, the facilities at Stain City is pretty impressive. It's a 2,000 acre private estate in Johannesburg. It was developed by South Africa's billionaire in 2015. His name is Douw Steyn. The project intended for it to be a legacy for him. He wanted to create a haven for families across generations, even though the purchase agreement says that it's a purchase leasehold for only 90 years and then effectively you have to buy the property again or something like that. I think they might have changed the contract, but that's what we saw when we were originally thinking of investing in the estate. It is about 6 times the size of Sandton City and 4 times the size of Monaco, and apparently 2.5 times the size of New York City's Central Park, so pretty impressive. The facilities are amazing. What really wowed me was the stables. They were immaculate, and as you can see, even on the floor, they really take hygiene seriously. I think they used fly spray all over the floor. It didn't even smell like a stable barn. It smelled clean. The bedding was nice and thick and just, it looked comfortable for a horse to sleep on. I wanted to sleep on it. It had all the facilities you could possibly dream of, like a solarium, a area to hose the horse down, a creche. It had immaculate facilities to look after your saddles, your bridles. The horses looked very well taken care of, although their paddocks were a little bit on the tiny side, so I think in future I'd kind of like to see if they've improved on that since I was there in 2019. The facilities of the arena were amazing. The ground was great. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna make it into an indoor arena one of these days, but we'll have to wait and see. Even though that show did not end up really well for me, I did enjoy spending the day at Stain City, checking out the market stalls that were there, eating the food at the clubhouse, and just seeing the entire estate and just watching the growth of a lot of these potential young show jumpers competing and having it at each other for the Youth Olympic Games qualifiers. It was an enjoyable day, even though it ended on a bad note for us, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Stain City looks like in the future. I highly recommend that you check out this facility if you want to compete at a really great showgrounds. It is run by Johan and Jan Lotta, who are one of our top show jumpers in the equestrian industry. If you like this video, consider subscribing, and I will hopefully see you in the next video where I tell you all about Ablesse's injury that we have discovered. Thanks again, everyone!